Okay. Wait a minute, I'm gonna lower this. I want you guys to like really be here. Yeah, okay. So here's a point that that I thought about, because I think I want to write about Issa. I want to write one song about Issa Rae, right? Now this is because we all know, we know how like significant Issa is in our lives, right? Like I feel like she's proven on so many different levels how you can just have a dream and just blindlessly follow it, right? Well, it's like you can have this direct vision to like, it's like dream, execution, go. Like everyone told her no. Like she failed many times in a sense. Like as in like where other people had mainstream success, she had none. Talk about somebody, but she Beyonce the whole like storytelling industry, right? And she's been able, and she continues to tell really fucking incredible stories. Now, when I think about myself growing up, and this is another thing, like representation is just so important. Like it doesn't even matter what it's about. Like it doesn't need to be, I mean, it's nice to have a representative who's like, you know, a biochemist, a physician, a lawyer, a singer, or an actress, like what the fuck ever it is, right? It's really nice to see like someone who's like you doing the thing as a young person, just because then you feel like you can do it. But another part where this becomes I think really critical is that we have to realize like how much power and ability we have in the developed world to kind of like teach everyone else like how shit works. And I've said this on so many other occasions about like cross-cultural communication. As in like, there are people who have never met, spoken to, or interacted with a person outside of their race, outside of their family, like their parents, right? So some people forget how big of a deal college is for many people. It is like their only and their first opportunity to see a larger aspect of society. It's like growing up in America, at least, your worldview is supposed to get larger and larger and larger and larger and larger. It's like first you're born, and then you have just your family, like whoever and whatever that is, right? Okay. And then you have like your neighborhood. So that's like the other people who are living around you, your neighbors, your teachers, your instructors. You know, it's like the parks near your home, the libraries, the amusement parks, like your friends from, you know, sports teams or wherever it is that you go, and whoever your friends are. Your extended family members. Okay, and then you go to like a high school, right? And so now you meet people from not just like your micro neighborhood, now it's like more of this macro neighborhood. And then you have this college experience where now you're meeting people from other cities, other states, other countries, who speak other languages, who've like been other places, who have lived in a different way than like you have lived, who are different. Like people who have a different skin complexion, people who have a different socioeconomic background, people who have different majors, like all this shit is different. And for so long, growing up, we only saw these like trauma porn induced stories of like blackness. For a lot, well, I won't say all. I mean, I think some people watched Moesha, but like I definitely watched Brandy and Moesha, but I don't think everybody was riding the Brandy Moesha train. Even though I feel like people should have, I don't think they were, which is, it's very sad, because like Brandy has been here, okay? Brandy has been here, and she has been that girl for a minute. And I don't know why we just, as a society, refuse to acknowledge Brandy and her cultural impact, right? And then I've talked about this in another video. Maybe I'll make a shorter snippet about Aaliyah. But there's not one. There's not one story. There's not one narrative, all right? There ain't one experience. There are many. And we have to get real about that. I don't know why we refuse to. Thank you, Issa, for really showing us, all how to do it. For writing the fucking blueprint. Issa changed the game, man.